Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. Started a little earlier than my countdown. Sometimes I look at it and if there's people in here, so let's just get cruising. I've already dinked up the textures on this, but kind of what I got going on today is I was thinking around with AI last night, just having it randomly generate me some pictures of apocalyptic settings in the water world, and AI is really cool for getting ideas of what to make. So it gave me an idea. Well, it didn't actually give me the idea. I had an epiphany while I was looking at the images, and that is taking this big jumbo jet and making it a floating raft type of ordeal, right? But it's going to be a stationary sell point. That's basically what the image was I looked at. I should have hit save on it. It was pretty neat looking, but it just was overgrown with growth and looked like it'd been floating at sea. And I want to make a sell point in the middle of the ocean on Waterworld. And so to start off, we're going to paint this to look rusty and that kind of stuff, so it doesn't look all pixelated like that. So let's go into this bad boy, my texture painter. Cargo plane ruins. We're gonna go with that. I don't really have any big maps that I use this time. Just gonna be like a rough paint here. I just want it to look rusty looking. So we're just gonna do some applying here. We need to do some texture creating. Hope you guys are all doing good. If you're around, make sure to say hi in chat so I know who's creeping on me. You know? Today is a good day. This is the countdown to about 15 days from now, roughly, where I will release this to the public here. I just wanted to add more to it and do all that kind of stuff. Hey, little bit, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. The Wild. It doesn't show me anybody's watching on Twitch. It shows that I have some people on the old YouTubes. If you're on the YouTube, you know, help a brother out. Slap that like button for me. I kind of enjoy that Twitch doesn't do the like thing, because I hate asking for that, but it's like the only way you can get your videos out. So if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy me, that's how you can help me. So let's bake some textures. I am doing absolutely fantastic today. Thank you for asking a little bit. So let's just take a peek at this and make sure the model isn't all jagged. It looks really good. This might be a fun one to actually make into a mod later on. It's really big. It's probably actually bigger. I just chose to not make it that big. So let's just find some crappy metal paint to put on here. Start seeing what they look like. It's a little too rusty. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one or not. And it doesn't look that great. Painted military metal. Hey, that one actually doesn't look too bad. That definitely looks old and dinked up. Cowboy, what's going on, brother? We are back at it today with the old modeling and Waterworld stuff. I've already thrown in a couple into the map here that I've been working on earlier today. So got this plane crash that's on the map. That's what I felt the map has been missing this whole time, was some junk. It needs junk. So little stuff like this. Just to add some decor, and when you're driving, it's just a super boring drive from on this part of the road right here. If we zoom out here, this whole drive here is super boring if you're going back and forth. So I'd like to come up with some different ideas today as well. Got to get my hours in on Twitch, so I'm going to try to go as long as my brain can mentally handle streaming, which isn't very long. But wait, we're going to shoot for the moon today. Let's go back to Substance Painter. I actually like that one a lot. It's really simple. And I think it would be fitting for having like vines and stuff growing all over it. I really like that one. So we're going to put that on the back burner just in case I find a better looking one. That one wouldn't be too bad either, actually. Except we'd have to change the color a little bit. I don't like the blue. Oh, it doesn't even have a spec map. I'd like to go with more of a gray if I can find it. You'll be okay. Tough it out, butter cake. Huh? Pull your head out of your butt and finish making the mod. Mm-hmm. That's a cowboy talking right there. Talking like a mafia man. No, cowboy, I'm not a cowboy anymore. But when I was a kid, my dad used to take me to like these little small rodeos we had in Idaho where I lived. And I like the other one better. Sorry, my brain's going to tell you a story and multitask on what I'm doing here. And he'd take me to these rodeos, and that was the first time I fell in love with a cowboy queen. Long blonde hair. I was like 8 years old and I was in love with her. I was. I think my dad even used the opportunity of me having a crush on her to talk to her. Crafty bastard. Smart man, I would have done the same. Yeah, back in the day I used to be a little bit of a cowboy myself. Rode some bulls, I guess steers, you call them steers. Everybody else was riding the calves, but the steer actually bucked. Those calves just went ba 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 ba. It was like riding a bumpy Ryan. I'd much take a steer when I was a little kid over a calf. Mutton busting. I like that one. I'm not going to get too technical with this because I want to make it a cell station. It's not going to be an actual mod, so I'm not going to go into detail everything. So let's just export the textures here and start building the basis of this. And we're going to go cargo transport. Select that folder. Got it as a Giants asset. Set my textures up. And export, baby. Here we go. Give me those successfulnesses. Alright, so in here, we are going to change this texture out now with something a little different. There we go. There we go. So, give it a little bit of a decor love there. And I'm gonna want to do this, kind of do the same with this. I don't know, we'll take a peek at it and see how it looks in here. Needs dirt. It looks good, but it needs dirt. Needs to be messy. See how big it is. Okay, we're just gonna do a generic unwrap. I need to stop myself from getting too complicated. This is just a static object. This is not a mod, even though it would make a really cool mod. Not gonna lie, big old freaking aircraft. I think we all know that I'll make this eventually as a mod. But for the time being, just making a cell station. So I'm gonna hit save just in case the world comes to an end on me. And let's export that out. Make one more texture here. Wasting daylight, he says. Yeah, you want to talk about wasting daylight. I go to bed so damn late lately. Cargo plan, that's funny. Cargo inside. I've been staying up so late lately working on the map, and then by the time I look at the time, it's like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, well, I guess I better go to bed. And then noon comes around real quick. But I can't feel like a bum because I work a ton. Just don't know when to stop. That's my issue. Okay. Discharge those changes and take a peek at this. Bake some mesh maps. That's a tongue twister for a guy with a lisp. A wisp. Yeah. I'm shooting for the 20th to release this map if I can get all of the things I wanted to get done with it. Because on the 20th I'm going to see family, so if it's not done by then I'm going to be a little hosed, but hey, we'll figure it out. That looks pretty good, actually. I like that a lot. Doesn't need to be, I guess, in the honor of things, we'll look at a couple more just to see how they look. That one's cool looking too, but come on. Stop letting me get stuck on there. It's old. It's been sitting here for thousands of years, so I'm trying to figure out what 1,000 years would look like. That doesn't look like 1,000 years. Honestly, I like that other one. This one didn't look too bad. It was just simple. The only thing I don't like about it is the white. We would need to add a little bit different. White paint here. Base uniform, normal. Hey, why is there no spec map on that? You don't add it in that spec map, the whole textures will be super dark. They go for more of a gray look, but when I go gray, it... Okay, I'm happy with that. Nice and simple. We're gonna export it out. We're done already. I'm not getting crazy with the old painting today. Just generic assets. Select folder, and we will export those out too. May seem like I do this pretty fast, like, oh, that's how he makes textures, but you know, it took me forever to set up all those materials and everything. Let's open up our texture panel. The inside looks really cool, but we're going to apply our own textures to it. Wherever I located those cargo ruins inside. Yeah, see? It's really different looking than the outside, but whatever at that point. This guy needs some dirt on it too. Or it doesn't matter, one or the other. I don't know, I'm on the fence with that. I think the rest of that looks okay. Let's see how big everything is. That model is 37,000 triangles. That one is 17. So I could turn this into all just one model. Let's see how much those are. And the tires. I'm looking up here at this top left, this where it says tris. When you open up in Giant Editor, that'll translate over to triangles, and it's 70 to 100,000 triangles is about the max Giants can handle before it throws an error. What is going on, Faber? How is your day, my friend? Life is well here. Making mods and getting in trouble, you know how it goes. I'm just gonna start exporting some crap. Let's see here. We're gonna remove that one and we're gonna add in the name base. Change the name. Check. And that one, also going to remove that V4 and add in inside, check, give it a little bit different color, add those together. I think I'm just going to make collisions for this instead of using the whole thing as a collision. Cargo transport. All right, let's go to Giants exporter. pretty good. It's my birthday. Awesome. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Just turned 92, huh? Is that how old you are? 192. That's a record, man. You're probably not 192. I'm just teasing. That's what I do, brother. That's what I do. I tease. So this is going to be a new cell location for the map. That's the goal. And it's going to be on the water. It's going to be like a boat stop. I'm going to try to have not only a cell location, but you can grab fuel here. You'll be able to grab a lot of the commodities. I don't know what we're going to name it yet. I'm kind of feeling like it needs to be a girl cell station, so we'll have a woman in here that'll maybe name her Sue or something like that. Oh, now that we have all the attributes selected, we want to uncheck these collisions because I don't want it to be a collision. I do want the clip distance. I want you to be able to see this from quite a ways away, so like 1,000 meters. And we're going to hit apply, and then let's find a spot to export this out. So we can start getting in trouble, making this into an actual legit mod. And it's going to have to be a mod too, because I'm starting to run out of space on the map. You could have as much in there as you want, but if you want to upload it to a server, I think it's like 1.7 gigabytes, and I'm at 1.2 right now, so I'm trying not to flirt with that too much. Plane. Oh, I didn't put it in here, did I? It's under planes. And it is the cargo transport. Ruined cell point. Okay, check. And we'll export i3D. Let's open it up after it exports in Giants Editor and make sure that everything looks good. Oh, I forgot to do something so it doesn't look all glossy like that. Edge split. Whenever you see gloss like that, just come back into your edit into Blender. If you're playing around with this, then you just find this thing called the edge split. If you're using a newer version of Blender, it has the same features. You just got to find them. I don't know too much about the newer version. I'm kind of an old dog, so now that I think hopefully I didn't forget to export it. I did forget to export it because I'm a dingling. Export selected. I'll hit reload. Swear, all that is holy. Here we go. That should have did it. I thought it was gonna do it. I guess it didn't. Or maybe it's just that good of a model. But look at it flat. No, it flattened it out. Okay, well, let's apply some textures and see if I can make it look good. I'm gonna create a light. So giggles. Shape. Check. Inside and base. So let's go inside first. Back to where I had those textures at. Cargo plane. Inside. Convert yes. Convert yes. Ooh, the YouTube side's popping right now. I got 6 of you guys in here. Thank you very much for being here. If you enjoy my voice, my beautiful offerings that I offer you, then make sure to hit that like on the YouTube side for me. I appreciate it. You go into the old cargo ruins inside right there. Yes, I'll convert it. This should stop the gloss now. Still kind of glossy looking, huh? Now let's try the outside here. Might have to do some repaint or... I might have jacked that up when I went through and made the textures and I add the spec map too bright. So I may have to repaint that. Why the hell are you blue? What world did you come from? Base. Oh. Go to here and we're gonna go to cargo plane right there. Yeah, that's not proper. Oh, because I chose the inside. Duh. DTD. DTD Lambo. Why'd you do that? You did that because accidents happen, that's why. Oh yeah. It's the end of the world as we know it. I think we're gonna have to open that back up and redo those textures. Or at least not the outside ones, but I think it's dark. It's acting like it doesn't, oh there we go. I was gonna say it's acting like it doesn't have receive shadows on, but apparently it does. Receive shadows tangents. Normal map. The inside ruins, we'll apply that. And go back to the base and apply the other texture map. Cargo plane ruins. This music reminds me of like the old school Batman. Yeah, it has that gloss shine on it. We're gonna pull that back out and repaint it. Oh, instead of specular that, we're gonna go more darker. And then we're gonna export textures again because I jacked up the first time. Export. Back in here on the base, we're actually going to remove everything again and redo it all. And I think I have to delete the old ones, so delete the DDSs that are already created and reconvert them. Checkity checkity, there we go. Keep going. Going, baby. Yeah, that texture looks a lot better now. Now it's not going to be so glossy. And we'll add a normal map. Such a big, we're gonna add another light in here. Need a C in here, but the inside of stuff is usually challenging because you have stuff blocking its view. So we're gonna go point. Okay, there we go. That looks way better. I can't believe one big T can make a mod fail. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I know. So, what's going on, Eagle? What's going on, Eagle? You know what? You actually have a very good point right there. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna show people your message you sent me. If I can bring it up over here. Where's my unblock button? I missed the spot, right? So what Simi sent me here is he's getting an error in game. It says loading file with invalid case. Now this right here, if you see invalid case, oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, but also glad you're getting tested, Eagle. That's rough, man. That'll put a damper on my day. I mean, that's kind of sad to hear. But I'm praying for you, man. I don't know what your religious stance are, but I'm praying for you. Back to what I was talking about here. If you see an error that pops up that says invalid case, it usually means that when you're importing and exporting stuff in and out, a lot of times what'll happen is, that is really tiny. See if I can make it any bigger. What'll happen when you're importing stuff out, Windows does not recognize the difference between a capital T in textures or a lowercase t in textures. So when you export these textures out, if you have a folder in there that has a capital T, and it's coming from a folder that is a lowercase t, like one mod has a lowercase t and the other one has an uppercase t, it won't change the folder, and it won't change the path that it's looking for. And one capital letter in any of this, or one lowercase letter that doesn't belong there, will give you this invalid case error. And I basically told him to go through and double check his folder and make sure that it's a proper case. But yeah, that's how that works. Nice little error that we solved today for you. I'm glad that worked out for you. Welcome, Tony, my friend, my brother. If I can figure this out yet, I really got to get this set up. Little shout out for the old Tonys. Definitely an icon. I think you're an icon. I think you're a very unique and great individual. I've been doing this a long time, been playing this game. Probably not as long as Eagle, but a little bit more than half a decade. And I really admire the showcasing and stuff you do for all the modders. Like, it's a really great thing. I enjoy it. So let us export. We got all those textures on there. I didn't get any issues. Warning contains non. So this error that you see at the console down here, pretty easy to get rid of this. Warning 3D non-binary index triangle sets. All you got to do is hit save, save as, go right to here and select binary i3D, and it'll actually build us a shapes file. So let's build a shapes file really fast. Save. Yes, I want to replace it, and then we're gonna go to open. Save changes. Yes. Oh, it's not gonna show me there, are you? It will right here. Do you see this ruined cell points i3D shapes? That's what will remove the error. Is it needs a shapes file. If not, it's trying to create what you're doing using a whole bunch of code and stuff. Okay. So the end goal for this, for everybody just popping on, it's going to be a new cell location that looks apocalyptic and will be floating on the water. I was dinking around with AI the other day, and it showed me some images of end of the world spots and houses and stuff, and I loved it. So this would be a great mod if I got down and dirty on it one day, but I'm not going to do that today. Just making it a cell location. And then making sure, I don't know what all textures we have here. God, they're all on different textures. Every one of them are on different textures. So I guess we're just going to do this individually one by one. And hopefully, I sent you another one. I seen a couple other Alpine maps, something with the train. Yeah, so if you're importing from FS19 stuff and you don't have the textures, you're gonna have to own the game, and then you take those textures and you insert them in your mod, if that's what you're talking about. That guy, let's actually just apply edge split to everything. This is from, oh, okay. I'll take a peek at it. I try my very best to get back to you when I can. You know how busy I am, though. I'm just constantly trying to produce and make stuff. But I do check my Discord every now and then. Oh, you bought it for the textures. I don't blame you. Actually, that's the only reason I have mine still installed, is for the textures. So we're just gonna mass apply all this crap. Yeah, I definitely try to be there for you guys and help you out, especially everybody who's on Patreon, because that's one of the things I offer, is to help you with your modding stuff. And I used to do it for everybody, but I tell you what, I'm one man that doesn't like people that much anymore. I love people, I really do. But I just get overwhelmed with questions and messages, and you know, every now and then I'll get that one individual that'll send me 50 million messages. Not meaning you, Simi. But every now and then. And I have to like set them straight. Like, listen, I love you, but stop. So we're gonna export that out now. I applied all my attributes. Let's I don't want to spend all day building this, but and now we need to find some textures. So I think that one was, I really hope these are the right size. 256, those are itty bitty images, but yeah, it's the right size. It'll work. It's in dimensions of 256, so let's apply it. Tony, on point, brother. I like a person. People suck, you're right. Now, if you take the time to be like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. You know, introduce yourself. I see you in chat, or if I see you, just whatever, if we talk, whatever the case may be, you know, if you take that time to get to know me a little bit and not just like ask me for help right off the bat, I'm more apt to help you because I have some connection with you. But if not, there's no difference between you and the other 30 messages in my inbox. I think that's fair. Da, 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 da. I'm a person too. I'm not just a modder. Oh man, there's all this tedious crap. I'm not a huge fan of it. Not a huge fan of it. So we applied. I could just start exporting and then to screw it. Hopefully it doesn't dink on me. We'll go export selected. There's a certain point when you start exporting these out, Giants will start combining materials. Oh, what did that one look like? That was the plain cargo transport detail. So let's apply that texture. I got really lucky when I found this model. It had mediocre textures, which is fine for a cell station, I feel. You know, I just want it to look like somebody lives here, and you're gonna have a bad time. Me? Who's gonna have a bad time? I always have a bad time. Unless I'm having a good time, which is most of the time. Unless my editor crashes, then I'm having a damn bad time. It's a really bad time. I'm getting lucky so far on these textures. I'm not having a... Normally I would pull these out in Substance, repaint them, and make my own stuff, because these don't have any normal maps. I don't know if you see these right here. These are these orange looking things. These are normal maps, but this is like when you French fry when you're supposed to pizza. You're gonna make me hungry, Bobby. This is what normal maps look like for other games, and like here's a specular map. Like every engine's different. That's what I've come to learn a little bit with all this stuff. Okay, so that one is cargo details diffused. I got lucky though, they're all already, did we export that? All these images are already DDSs, because that really kind of sucks when you have to remake everything. Get it? Yep, we did. Cool. We're going to remove this smooth and metal. If you don't have a specular and a normal map, it's best to just zero these out and leave the normal map off and go with the diffused. A lot of people, South Park know. Oh, you know what? I used to watch South Park a lot when I was younger. And then I still do every now and then. They come up with some hilarious jokes on political stuff. But I tend to just not watch it anymore. Futurama, Simpsons, that stuff's all brain numbing to me. I'm really about I don't know. I just lost interest in it. Let's go through. We imported and all that stuff. I'm going to start backing out the stuff that we don't need. What texture is that? That's a weird looking one, but that's okay. So, actually going to re-export that. Just want to get this part done so we can make it into a mod and change the song because I'm not digging that. You can turn up my. Go. And where are you at? Which one was it? Was it that one or this one? I think it's this one. And pull off the specular map. Getting close. Getting close. Just got all these other parts left now. I think it's that one. Pull off that. Oh, modding is so repetitive. And I've been working out of the same folder, right? This ruined cell points, and when I export, you can see right there it says ruined cell points at the end. So every time I export out of here, it's actually deleting the all that I've done already. No, the textures and the names and all that crap, yeah, you get lost in it. But every time I export out from Blender, it actually deletes everything in here and replaces it. And I've just been importing in and working from the same file. And that's great, unless the game crashes or unless the editor crashes, then you're kind of screwed. So we've gotten deep enough now that I'm gonna make another i3D. Oh, my caps lock, whatever. Okay, so now when I'm exporting out from Giants, I don't have to deal with that anymore, or from Blender. Wheels? Only a couple more pieces of crap and we're done. Oh, does that have some of this stuff I forgot to put edge split on? We'll see how bad it looks. I don't think it's gonna matter too much personally, but no, we do not want to merge that. And we're getting close. I think 2 more parts and we'll be done. And then we can import this into the map. Ability. Very close here. What else we got? Hide. What are these? These are some odd lights that I don't really know. Do we need those? Let's look in there. Don't really need those. I think the one last thing I would like to bring in is the rib that goes around here. This is a friendly reminder to save your work. Yes, we are not having another mental breakdown that I have to clip and laugh at every time somebody tags me in one of their posts or does a shout out. Is this going to be floating? Yes, yes. I don't know if I have the... I don't know if I have the image anymore. I'll show you guys kind of picture what I was talking about. No, I don't care about that. This is another one of the things that I pay for every month. This is expensive though. It's just like 30 bucks a month. Starting to get way too many. Way too many things I pay for. I wanted to create a new design. Let's go logo. If you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to share. Hey, thank you, Faber. Thank you very much, sir. So in here they have AI, and we're gonna put water. Wait, stupid caps lock. Waterworld, cargo plane, floating, End of the world house. Okay. Let's give it a shot, AI. Let's see what's up, little Mike? How you doing, brother? Give that a little chance to develop something for. I doubt it's going to give me the exact same image that I saw, but this is one way I've been trying to get ideas for what I'm doing here, like this. Not quite like that, but it's cool software. Something more like this, actually. Not cool. That's actually really cool looking. That wouldn't be a bad version to make either. Not so much AI modding. I really wish it would just make that 3D bottle for me. I'm sure it's out there, but it probably costs thousands and thousands of dollars to do that. But this gives me ideas. This gives me a really good, you know, if I need content, but also this costs money. I paid $30 a month for this. And I don't just use it for that. I make textures and stuff using Canva too, but I really like this one. Actually, this one's pretty cool too. We're gonna regenerate more like this. This is kind of where I get my motivation to look for crap. Hey, there's a couple good ones. See that one? Looks like something that would belong to the smokers. Now, it's my reference on steroids, definitely. Definitely my reference on steroids. It's either this or you watch a whole bunch of apocalyptic movies and you do a bunch of screenshots. I've been watching a show on Apple TV called C, and it's set in the future. Everybody's blind. It's kind of crazy and wild, but it's set in the future, like thousands of years past civilization, and everybody's blind. It's pretty wild, but it has a ton of old buildings and stuff like that. Kind of like that one too. That's a weird looking cockpit. You could totally tell that was made by AI. But yeah, that's where I got this idea from. See, this is actually where I made the Mr. Clean. I wonder if it is in here. I have a ton of that show. It's called C. S-E-E. I don't know if I have any more in here. I kind of want to go back to that and show you guys if I forgot they save it. Let's go to logo. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of him just because actors should stay actors, in my personal opinion, because it ruins it when they get political and then I have to watch them. I'd rather them just stay actors. Get what I'm saying? Uploads. I swear I saved it here. Here's my history. So I actually was building stuff for my Steam Deck, and these are all icons that I designed for my Steam Deck. And here's some ideas for making some additional atolls. Just like kind of crazy ideas. I thought they were awesome though. Yeah, sorry to get political on you guys. I don't like to listen to somebody that I don't agree with and then watch them. Hey, look at this here. Here's John. This was the development of John. There was the first John. Oh, actually, that's the John I decided. That's a John they gave me. These are all made by AI. Isn't that wild? Did a really good job. And I own the copyrights to the images, so Mr. Clean was made in here. The man of nipples. The man of power. Look at his gun. I don't even know what AI was thinking there. But I mean, it looks apocalyptic. There's a bunch of battle scenes. There's a deacon. There's John. I was trying to find a good John. That one's not bad. Mr. Clean. Some icons. Where Where? I swear that it's in here. I guess I might have not saved it. I really wanted to find that. It would have been a good reference. Let's do one more search and see if it can. I gotta delete all these. Cargo plane. Floating raft. Old. Plants growing on it. Waterworld. Themed. Okay. Well, last search and we'll get off here. Get back to the mod. I thought you guys would enjoy this. AI is kind of crazy to play around with. I'm actually really scared for the future. Yeah. You know what? I have I probably dumped about maybe like $200 into ChatGPT, trying to teach it to make mods for me, because it's all code, right? Everything you're seeing right here in this is code. We're gonna hit save, and then the actual the shapes file we made just a little bit ago, it's just code as well. It's code that makes a program, a file, I don't know what you would call it, but you know, you see these TVI, this is all what happens when you don't have a shapes file, but it's telling the game literally where all the points are on all of these vertices and faces and stuff like that. So I don't see any reason why AI couldn't make it, if you get what I'm saying. Let's go check that and see if it popped up with anything. It didn't really. I wish they would give me more choices. That wasn't that good of a one. I think the other images we got were better, but we are done playing around with AI right now. Now you know my secrets. You know why I get crazy ideas. Why? Why, Lambo? Why? Yes, indeed. Now most of the... I'm happy with this, honestly. You know what? There's actually software out there right now that I could purchase. It's about $3,000, and I totally thought about doing it, but it is a subscription license to a 3D modeling AI. You do exactly like what I just did. You put in tank and, you know, cargo plane, Waterworld themed, and it would make it. It would make it all and texture it. But we're talking, I think it was $3,200 or something like that for the annual, and you're only allowed X amount of, what do they call it, requests. I don't know. It's way overpriced for what it is. When, in all honesty, let's just be honest, AI was developed using public money. I know they're created by companies, but you should see all the subsidies they get from the government, you know, discounts, tax breaks, all that kind of stuff. In my eyes, that's owned by the people. So I get frustrated. Big corporations get paid money to make stuff and then sell it to us. It's dumb. So we're done. We're done with this. We're gonna hit save, and we need to import all this into. First, we're gonna throw it in the map, build it, and then I'll probably make it a plate. And our data, yeah, I know, for real. They wouldn't have AI if we didn't give them data. I'm just telling you right now. That's how that works. We should have been paid for our data a long time ago. Ha! You get me all political. Stop it. I try not to spread that with you guys. I'm an angry retired vet. I know not a lot of people want to hear all that, and I think it's a good way to get banned, I'm sure, somewhere. Which really sucks, because it wasn't like that a few years ago. Okay. We're good. Ruined Plains, it's under 100K for triangles right there. Oh, look, a unicorn. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so Save. And we're gonna open this up in my editor really fast. Low poly master. I wouldn't say a master. I just with the big map, like what I'm working on, I have to go low poly on a lot of stuff. I have to. Otherwise, that map is going to be ridiculously laggy. And so far, it does pretty well. I've been having all those guys stream on it every day, and people are telling me that there's less lag than a normal map size. Hey, Mom, how are you doing? Outdoor girl. That's my mom, everybody. She likes to creep in here. So let's export this out now. Export selection with files. We're gonna go to my map and I'm gonna go to textures. And we're gonna import right into here. Ruins, plains, plain, whatever. Hit save. Do we want to get the parent directory? No, we do not. But yes, we want to keep relative game paths. Okay. No, my mom lives quite a bit of ways from me. She lives about 1,000 miles away from me. I moved to the ocean. She did not. Discard. Don't mind my messy desktop. I need to clean it one of these days. Okay, back on the map here. I've already got some other planes in here, just for looks. That one obviously wrecked a long time ago. So let's go out on the water out here, and we are going to start building us a cell location. I think there's a raft somewhere around here. Where's that raft at? It has a bunch of parts on it I want. There you are. Okay. Prepare for some loading. Ruins Plains. And let's see how big it is. I feel like it needs to be that big enough. Find something to reference it to. I feel like it'd be a lot bigger in real life. I didn't really have anything to reference this to. I know this is probably a huge plane. I guess that'll work. Now here's a good test. Let's see if mesh cooking. Okay, it's just cooking it. Not a big deal. That one might be too much to poly. Looks like an A130. I don't. It's a Russian one. I know that. I don't remember the name of it. I found it and just molested all the textures here and make it work for me. I'm gonna actually pull that out of there. We're gonna go to ruin vehicles and no, actually I don't want that in there. Badlands. Right now, I'll probably pull it out. Let's go back to that raft. We're gonna place it right here and start to make it look like it's floating. Let's duplicate this raft and we are gonna pull it over here, zero that out. Now the things I don't need on here are gonna be these boxes. Might use those in the future, but don't need them as of right now. When I first made this raft, it was actually gonna be used for the stupid thing. You're below the water. Ugh, flashing gets me. Tower section, we're gonna move that. Just prettying up. This is all Giants editor work now. We're gonna take this raft, throw it underneath this plane. But actually, we might take the plane and throw it underneath the raft. Not underneath, sorry. Inside of the raft. Can get something that resembles something useful. Sure that raft isn't too far back. Okay, so I'm gonna take these logs now. Or maybe the whole section. Yeah, we're gonna do some sections here. Duplicated it. Add a little bit of love right there. Might actually be too far out of the water, so we could lower it. All kind of tedious stuff right here. Section. And go up to section. Barely not touching. I'm struggling because, what's up, Fearsome Rhino? How you doing? If you guys are all chilling out, hanging out on the YouTube side, definitely would appreciate if you would smack that old like for the brother. I am getting down and dirty a little bit today with a new cell location. I got a lot of work to do on this. We're floating in the air right now, currently. We need to fix that. Good man, how are you? That's going good today. Any day that I can make some mods is a good day, you know? Computer's working, there's no Giants editor error. I did laugh my butt off at an email I got this morning that I thought was hilarious from Giants, and they are advertising for you guys to learn how to make mods, which that's cool. But then I looked at what they were trying to teach you with, and I started laughing because there is zero knowledge on that damn thing. And then if you go to their website, bear with me, I'm loading up the email without you guys seeing all my stuff, that's fair. But when you go to Giants forums and you see people asking questions, I hate it when people are dicks. When you don't know and then you write a question about modding and they treat you like you're a dingling. I have hated that from the day that I tried to learn modding myself, and I vowed that I would never do that to you guys. And I tell you what, view this email in your browser. This is what I wanted. Maybe. So, here we go. Wow, Stream Elements is a little late on that one. So, here's the latest modding newsletter. Okay. A modder's guide. It says download, right? When I go to download this thing, it's kind of a modder's guide PDF. Sure. Or we'll just throw it in documents. Just want to open it. Okay, a modder's guide. You're going to teach somebody how to mod in 15 pages? Come on. Like, they need to hire me. You pay me lots of money, and I will teach you guys how to mod. Come on, Giants. How to use this book. The content of these pages has been created to serve both novice and experienced modders. I didn't learn jack from this. and I don't know if I'm an experienced modder, but I'm not a novice. Each chapter covers a stage in mod development. Okay, so you're gonna learn how to make a mod with less than 250 words per chapter. Chapter 1, what are mods? Okay, so it's your ability to adapt to the game. Why modding? Okay, did not teach us anything at all. It's just popular mods. Okay. Popular mods tools, popular mods maps. I mean, preparation, planning. And then even when you go to here, the mod hub guidelines, that's great if you want to get it. This is ridiculous. Step 2 tools. I made a way tool better. I have a whole video on what tools to use. And they don't cover any of that. Step 3, go for it. Okay, yeah. Finish the mod, how to upload your mod. This is a joke. Common mistakes. Mod hasn't been tested and doesn't run. The entries are copied from other devices or mod. Guidelines were ignored. Duplicate, blah, blah, blah. Shaders, I mean, how to get a mod on console. You don't even know how to make a mod. This did not teach you a damn thing about the mod disk, about XML, about where to find tires, what a dynamically loaded object is. Like, what? And apparently there's a new editor out. 9.6. I'm still using, what version do I have? 9.04. I don't change. If I get an editor that works and doesn't crash as often, and it works, you know, with the game, with their current updates and stuff, I don't leave from it. Nope. 6 years, 6.5 years, I'll tell you what, Giants has messed up with their damn editor more times than I care to throw them under the bus. If you got one that works, stick with it. Don't change until they force you, they drag you kicking and screaming. That's just my experience. Because I get pissed when my editor doesn't work. That's my livelihood. That's what I do every day is I make mods. Don't even touch this shit. It's my personal opinion. I don't even know what this is. The remote debugger. Various crashes. I haven't played around with this yet. I don't know what this giant studio is yet, but Blender exporter. I'm still using my Blender works just fine, baby. Giants exporter from a long time ago. Yeah. Happy modding. Your Giants software team. It's half-assed. This is my personal opinion. It's definitely half-assed. Okay. Rant over. I giggled at that. I giggled at that so hardcore because like that was so useless. That whole email. I was just like, I was kind of excited. I was like, hey, I run 2.79. Blender 2.79B to be exact. It's the older version that, you know, I probably should learn the new one. And I've spent time. I spent like 8 hours 2 weeks ago watching all the new Blender stuff, but I spent a lot of money on plugins. You know, $200 or $300 a plugin sometimes to make certain models and make stuff easier for me. And I just kind of. Some of them don't work with a new Blender, so I'd be, you know, like buying an electric car. Eventually, you're going to have to buy the car again because the battery's going to stop working, and the batteries are 60% of the price nowadays. My girlfriend's got what is it? It's a hybrid, and I really like that thing. She gets damn good gas mileage. I'm not even gonna lie on that. She gets really good gas mileage. If you like what you see, Faber, I love you. Thank you very much. So I don't. It's really hard to build in here now. I got kind of what I wanted. I'm gonna have to get some other stuff. We're gonna export this to back to the plain ruins. I just want to dump a whole bunch of lights inside of it so I can see Waterworld textures. We're gonna go to, where was that? That was under here, right? Ruined Plains, yep. So, sorry about my little tangent about the email, but what the hell? Useless. Experienced modder, that cracked me up. What exactly was I supposed to learn from that whole damn thing? Well, this is not centered. Before we get going. Well, I just wanted to say from the entire crew people I work with, thanks for all the work you do, man. Without people like you, we'd not anywhere good time making videos. Hey, no problem, I appreciate it. I mean, I don't want to take all the credit. Without modders in general, this game would have sucked about 2 months after it came out. Which one of you actually uses only stock in-game stuff? Not a lot of you, I'm sure. Unless you're on console, but even then you're downloading mods. I mean, it's a brilliant marketing design that Giants has, I'm not gonna lie. It's brilliant, right? You make a game, you make mods available for it, and then you have other people do all the legwork for you. It's brilliant. It really is a good, you know, for their side of it. I am happy that they start paying a little bit out for, you get paid for making mods on ModHub, but those are pennies, man. Pennies. Pennies compared to what they really make. About there. Nope, I put it too far. Yeah, it is kind of funny, isn't it, Tony? I feel that Giants is out of touch with all of us. They really are. I mean, recently, I don't know if you guys know, but Honor got hit with the copyright strike. Honor that makes Yukon Valley. They basically told him that he had to remove his stuff from Patreon. He was doing it wrong. He was doing it not the proper way, I will say. You know, you cannot put an i3D or any items that belong to Giants behind any kind of paywall, right? So no i3D, no Lua, no sound, nothing that originated from Giants Editor. Now, if Honor made his own textures, he could continue to do what he's doing. You know, he uses the money just like me to buy 3D models and stuff like that and pay for software to do this better. And I say whatever. It's if people want it, then they'll pay for it and they'll go for it. If they don't, then they won't. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like I would probably just be making mods for myself if I didn't have a ton of people helping me every month to pay for all the cool software that I use. You know, I have a kid and she takes child support and it's Christmas and it's all this other stuff. You know, I would be completely ditching out on all my cool software programs this month to try to save $500 or $600 personally. They seem like a lot, but we can do some math if you want to. So we need some I need something. I don't know what I was doing here. I've just been chit-chatting. Going with the wind here. Zipping around, kind of looking at it. It's on a raft. Okay, I got an idea. There is a mod that Tony looked at. It's a map mod. that Tony was looking at a long time ago that I oh yeah, they definitely the same thing that's happening to Honor right now, Bobby, happened to me 3 years ago. And just so everybody is perfectly aware, I don't want you to see all my messages. I do have rights to some privacy. I'll show you guys this right here. We're going to open this in browser. This is an email from 2020 from Giants where I was arguing with them. You can see all the re's right here. Checking validation email. I got a message from Patreon that said they were going to take everything down and charge me fees and all sorts of stuff. So I was like, well, I'll reach out to them. And Giants has no control over anything that I create. They don't own my textures. They don't own my sounds. They don't own anything that I personally, as a content creator, create. Unless I give them access to it. The minute I put my textures in their i3D folder and upload it to their site, they have rights to redistribute it as they sit. But you can see right here, as long as you don't release textures, sounds, and Lua files, which originate from Farming Simulator, we have no problem with me. What he's talking about is me hosting my own textures on Patreon. When you release mods for Farming Simulator, they have to be free of charge and accessible to everyone. And my mods are. My mods are all public. Some of them require texture packs. So if anybody ever asks you or anybody ever gives me crap behind my back and you hear it, tell them they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they can kick rocks. So, yeah. Bobby, they like to make an example of people. I'll be straight with you. They like to make examples because there is so many people that run Patrons where they're uploading mods that they didn't even make. They just took somebody else's work, and that pisses me off. That's not cool. So okay, we should get off of the ranting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll get off the ranting. So Tony, I cannot remember if it was Fristino or it might be this El Pacho one. We're gonna open up a map and we're gonna steal something out of it. Sorry. We are gonna steal a model that, if I remember correctly, is in here. Favorites, my Bobby, you're right, favorites. Now, David is awesome. I have no complaints on David. He's such a nice guy. I know some people have a rough spot with him, but nope, it was not this map. Never mind. Not this one. Different one. But yeah, he is more beloved than others. My personal opinion. But, you know, he does work hard, so he deserves it. A super sticker. Mom, you didn't have to give me 20 bucks. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have any issues with David at all. He's always been a really good friend to me, always super nice. You know, I've heard conflicting stories about other people, but you know what? I can only judge a person on my own interaction with them. I don't trust people's opinions. I will heed warnings, but you know, until I see it myself, everybody's human. Sometimes interactions just go south. You know, there's a few people where I was pretty pissed about, and I was like, nope, I don't like you. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. Is it this map? I don't know if it is this map. I'm looking. Nope, it's not this one. This is the one with the water Tony that that you showed me with the little fishes. I actually figured it out. They're just a little spline. There's not actual fish in here. They do have a bunch of people, which this guy looks like he could be a smoker. Do you smoke? I can see your eyeballs. No, it's not this one. Looking. There's a map that has vines in it that are growing on the side of, maybe it's Italy. Land of Italy. It is Italy. what we're looking for is some plant foliage. Italy has a lot of older looking buildings and stuff like that. What I'm baffled is just how damn good David got. He is really good at this stuff. He's better than me. I'll be straight with you. He is, when it comes to vehicles, he surpasses me. And he's clean. His mods are so clean. They may be a little complex for people and they don't like them, but they're clean. They are clean mods. Now, that's what I'm looking for right there. Do you see this? Yes, that's what I wanted. Let's plant 2. Let's make sure the textures, where are the textures located? Vegetation, so we want the ivy. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted those. It looks like they're all the same. What's 4? 4 is another one. This is what I wanted right here. So whoever made this map, sorry, I'm just taking your foliage from you. Export selection with files, and we're just gonna overwrite this. Do you want to replace it? No. Yes. And open this up. I call it Jan's. Jan's Boat Stop. I think that's what we're gonna name it. It's gonna be a cell location and all kinds of other stuff here. The stream's turned into a rant fest, sorry. It's not stealing Lambo, it's borrowing without the intent of replacing it. Yeah, I mean, it's just foliage. Could I make that? Yes. It'd be very easy to make that. Do I want to? No. I just got a Twitch drop for WoW. Oh, because you were watching me? That's funny. Feel like we should hit save. Whenever you start to see your little cursor with a loading sign and you have the editor open, you better rush to hit that save button. Just personal experience, sometimes it doesn't end well. Let's see what we can make here. I wish Giants worked a little bit more like Blender. I feel like Blender is so much easier to manipulate models and stuff like that. Man, that is. Let's turn off that world scaling. Start fresh. A lot of times when you import something in, it's best to just start fresh. Go 90. Nope, wrong 90. 90? Yeah, that 90 will work. So now, lots and lots of decor time. I don't know if I'm going to get into the coding aspect of this today, because it still doesn't quite look how I want it to look. Looks great, but that wood looks too new. The raft is okay. Wood's fine, but honestly, I think these don't look the bestest. Looks too new for me. And it might take me a while to decorate all this. You guys are gonna get so bored. Is there a fix to errors like this for boat mods? Wait, hold on, I gotta read your first thing there. Hi Lambo, love your work, been following you since FS17. Daniel, thank you so much for following me that long. I have a specific mod that I'm trying to use. This is on the YouTube, guys, on the YouTube side if you're on Twitch, sorry. It's a boat mod, not something you created. When I try and use it, I get the black screen. Is there a fix to errors like this? Daniel, do you know how to find your log file? That's that error you're encountering is so generic that it could be 1,000 different things, and literally could be 1,000, right? It's a very generic error. My mod won't load. Like if I made a YouTube video that said my mod won't load, it would get thousands of views. But I wouldn't have a solution for you unless you check your log. If you don't know how to check your log, go to my YouTube channel, go to my videos, do a search for log. Just put in log, L-O-G. You'll get a video that shows you how to activate your log and how to look at the errors in it. I think that's cool. Let's start duplicating and start adding silly stuff like that. Go to plant 2 now. Kind of want some stuff hanging off the edges. That one's a little better for edge hanger, huh? Zero it out because it's just all sorts out of whack here. It's amazing that I knew. Oh, I like to look at other people's maps and mods and stuff like that. I don't usually got the time pull anything out, but if I have a project like this where I'm like, oh, that would be cool, it's nice to know that you don't have to make every model from scratch. Because that does get tedious, man. You guys saw me making this thing. Could you imagine if I did that for everything? Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's duplicate that, and we're gonna follow right on up the. See, with Blender, I could invert this. I can't invert it here because it'll just go opposite color on me, but take a look at here. And we're gonna need to lower and twist a little bit. Oh, 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 you stupid gizmo. Not that much. Something kind of like that. Yeah. You guys kind of see my idea I'm going with here? Is a little bit wilder than usual. I think that one's more of a dangling upright one. So let's duplicate that one, and we're gonna flip it on its butt really quick. Make sure the leaves are going the right way. Those are all going down. I'm happy about that. Yeah, Daniel, if you can track down your log file and you're looking for the word error, you're looking for the word warning. Now, it's probably best to load up one mod at a time when you go to look for these errors. And I don't know if I like that. Hard to tell. Does that start here? I mean, usually the plant branches at the bottom. You have it set so people can't raid you. Oh, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to set it up to get unrated. I'm gonna have to do a little voice call with you guys. You guys are 10 times the streamers I am. That sucks. Somebody tried to raid me and I don't even know. Especially now that I switched over to Restream, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. If you tried raiding me, thank you very much, Trucker. I appreciate it. Those are upside down, aren't they? They are. Well, whoever designed this did not know the anatomy of a plant. Because I have a bunch of plants in my room. I do hydroponics. And the stuff branches. It doesn't go to a single. But I guess whatever at this point. We're just gonna drop her on down right there. Ooh, that's a little ugly. So let's duplicate it and rotate it so it has faces on the other side. It doesn't have faces on the other side, so we had kind of like create it. Something kind of like that. Creator dashboard setting stream allowed raids. Okay. If you guys want to give me a hot second, I will open up the old Twitcher-Rooney right here. Whoa, I don't want to hear myself. Settings. Bear with me, you beautiful people. Settings stream. I don't see stream under settings. Disable your Twitch account. Okay, I will disable my Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe it's under creator dashboard. Oh yeah, I dinked that up. I went to the wrong one. Settings. Oh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Thank you very much, Tony. Allow raids. Allow clips. Allow followers only. No raids. Allow raids from channels that meet the following. Deny all raids. Save changes. Okay. That is fixed now. I guess I can allow raids now. Thank you very much for helping me out with that, Tony. Appreciate you. Hey, what's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here, brother. Josh has been a long-time supporter on the Patreon. He's donated a ton of models to the group. Definitely deserves some recognition. His most recent one that he donated, let's take a peek at that really fast, give him some credit where he deserves it. Boats of Atoll. We're going to go to store. He donated this one. The Coast Guard Defender. And then, did you donate the police pack stuff too, Josh? I think you did. Pretty sure you did. Where's my cops at? Pretty sure you donated the Charger and the High Country, right? Pretty sure you did. If not, then somebody else did. I try really hard to get all that stuff made when you guys donate. Sometimes it's just not doable, but definitely try. We're gonna keep working on this here. Just making it look old and rustic. I've been watching non-stop apocalyptic movies for ideas. That movie C is really good for ideas. I got, in that show they use like this old school catapult. Or that's not an old school, they took a bunch of gears and made a catapult. It doesn't look like a medieval catapult. And Tony, I think I'm going to make you, I don't want to step on Squiggle's toes, but I think I'm going to make you a catapult. And if you don't use it, at least the smokers will have it in their base. That look okay. The only thing I don't like about these is I don't... No, it is going to show on both sides. I literally just peed myself. Don't do that. Well, Josh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was those two. But thank you. And everybody else in here can thank you as well. Because of people like you, I am able to make stuff. Oh. You know what I'm talking about, Tony? You've seen that show. I think you're a movie buff like me. But that catapult they use when they're bombing the town with the God and Thunder. There's a lot of concepts in that show that I want to introduce into into this game. Why are you being... Oh, it's because I have that on. Being a little weird on me. This stuff's tedious. Good enough. Yeah, look at it. She's getting there. She needs a lot. Don't remember it. You know, let's see if I can... cat. Pulp TV, Apple TV. Let's see. I don't know if they have images of it on here. No, of course they don't. No images. That's something I'd have to screenshot if I wanted to recreate it. This is the show right here, the sea, but I don't see if they actually show the catapult bombs. Catapult bombs. It's hard for me to watch shows because then I'm thinking the whole time. Yeah, it's not in here. Cannibals. Nope, nope, nope. Not in there. Eh. It's hard for me to watch shows though because then I'm watching it. And my girlfriend's like, "Stop." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You're just thinking of mods." I'm like, "I know." I know. Okay, I'll quit. And then we're like, if we go on road trips, I'll make her like pull over somewhere and be like, "I need to get a picture." Like we stopped at a gravel processing place, and I have a whole bunch of pictures. You know, I've never worked in a gravel processing, you know, or making concrete or anything like that. So you have to kind of do some research. Go like that. Tedious crap, tedious. So tedious. I live in a duplex. My neighbor next door are really cool, but our house, man, when they're cooking, I can smell it. Oh, it smells so good. They're professional cooks too. So like, I'll get home from doing something, and I'll come inside the house and I'll tell my girlfriend, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what are you making? It smells so good." And she's like, "Not me." I'm like, "Oh, what? Why? Why don't?" I'll get upset with her. She does the same thing too. She'll get home and then she'll be like, "Yummy, what are you cooking?" But they're cooking something right now, and I can smell it. It's making me hungry. And duplicate that one and throw it right here. I do come up with some unique ideas, don't I? Stuff that is not really meant to be in Farm Sim. I can smell when my neighbor gets high. Like, I gotta pause my mic and laugh. Okay, I've recovered. Kinda. No, I guess not. That's funny. Oh, let's get going on this here. Oh, I'm still laughing at Tony. Might open back up that Little Italy and see if there's some others in there that I didn't find. I thought there was. Should be pretty cool when it's done. I needed more cell stations in the map. I feel like, you know, I think there's only 3 or 4 max on a 16x map. I would really like to have more. So she, the girl that's going to be running this place, is going to be a independent trader. That way I can have reason to have some more cell locations in here. Gonna keep going down the line here. Probably reverse this now, because let's hit duplicate again and reverse it. Bring it back in now. So if you guys don't know, I'm shooting to have this public around the 20th. I got roughly 13 days ish. I need ish because it is holidays, and I know I shouldn't lock myself down to a date. I need to set a timeline. Yep, car bear, buddy. You're gonna have to wait till after I get done streaming. Just because I know my ADHD will take over. And I'll never get this done. This stuff has to be super boring. You guys are just here for my voice. I know it. My voice. I heard some rules about, I don't know if it was Twitch or YouTube, but they were going to stop allowing people to monetize their videos if they, what's the word I'm looking for? If they don't have their face on the screen. I don't know if I like that idea. Go to live really fast. Sorry, I'm looking at something on my... Here we go. Edit. I have to make some edits here to my stream really fast. Done. Details. Let YouTube. Yeah, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you. Good idea. This isn't too bad. You know, it's when you're working with it's when you are working with collisions that tends to happen. Or oh, okay, Houston, I got you. Carter. I actually did see that message from you, and brother, I gotta tell you, I'm really busy this month. I got family stuff where I gotta go out of town. I already know what you messaged me, I'm pretty sure of it. And I have to get this mod, I have to get this map ready for you guys, because I don't want to be a liar and telling everybody for 2 months that I was gonna have this for them for Christmas, so I need to stay focused on this. But I'm gonna say probably the beginning of the year I'll reach back out and we can plan a little session. Shared next idea in your Patreon message. Cool. I'll check that out too later, Josh. Now, one of the perks and benefits I do offer patrons, as much as I appreciate everybody's support here on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, one benefit I do offer patrons is to pick and choose what I make next. You know, granted, it has to be something that I'm interested in, so 9 times out of 10, nothing to do with farming. I know it's a farming game, but I don't care. Yeah, buddy, I'm just super busy right now. I mean, if you guys want a map, I gotta keep grinding. If I don't keep grinding, then we won't have a map. Because as much as Truckin' and all those guys say it's great and it's perfect, to me, it's just not done yet. It needs more. That needs to be, gravity is a real thing, so it would be at an angle. I kind of feel the same thing with that too. It needs to be tweaked a little bit. That one too. And we are cruising on this. It's starting to actually look decent. I don't know what I just did. I just hit S, not duplicate that. Control B. If you guys are trying to learn Giants Editor, I really recommend you familiarize yourself with the hotkeys, because without hotkeys, oh, this would be a nightmare. And if you don't know your hotkeys, go up here to Preferences, go to Shortcuts. These are all your hotkeys. And some of them don't matter in certain applications, and some of them are very useful in others. So if you really want to get good at this, start memorizing those hotkeys. That's all I'm using here. I'm just hitting Control D constantly. That's to duplicate. pull that guy over here. Now, what I'm doing when there's this local and world mode. I know, right? Changing the terrain detail would be nice. If you kind of look here, there's a bit of an angle on this object here. Now, if I was to pull this directly over to the other side, it would actually be. So let's duplicate it really fast. Did I already duplicate it? I did duplicate it already. So if I was to pull it directly over, it would be a lot lower than it was before. But if I uncheck this house, I can pull it straight over like this, and then from here we can do a full 180 rotate. Maybe. The angle is odd for that. And then it'll pull it directly over. I didn't know about that for a very long time, and it's very useful, especially when you're duplicating lots of stuff and you want it to move all about the same little speed here. Starting to look good. I just got the whole rest of the aircraft to do now. Got there. We're gonna add in another. We're gonna collapse all. We're gonna add in another light because I'm starting to run out of light here. We're gonna angle it so it's looking upward. And it's crazy because it doesn't really matter where the light is at, it's where the angle is at. But I want the underbelly to be more lit up. Kind of like that. We're just gonna make another light too. Sounds good to me. Before I get too crazy, we're gonna hit save again, and I'm actually gonna open back up that Italian map and see if we can find some other plants. We plant because there's a 02 and there's an 04, so I'm kind of wondering if there's a 01 like that one right there. Nice. Okay, so we want that one. And now, is there an 03? I think it would make sense to. Just an 01, huh? Or 14, 13. I was kind of hoping there would be a 3, so we'd have 2 more to work with. Mountain plants, I don't care about those. Okay, so it's just the one plant. What's this one look like? Oh, that's okay. That's totally usable. They did a neat job with this. Wait, which one are we looking for? We have 2 and 4, so let's export out that number 1. Export selection with files. I'm going to use the same texture change. Probably could change the texture. Yes. But I'm not going to. There's no need. Now, I'm starting to get a lot of these inside of this folder in here, or inside of this transform. So I'm gonna highlight them all like that, and then I'm gonna hold Control and G to group them all. Just keeps it more organized. So now, if we don't want to look at it, we don't have to, and won't make our scene graph 5 million pages long. Put some more over here. See how this look. If ever you're confused and you see, you know, like, why can't I rotate it here? It's these 3 little boxes up here, which I'm not a fan of. I just uncheck them. I'd rather have all the options here. So you got your rotate, you got your translate, and then these are your scales. No, not that one, sorry. These little boxes are your scale. Just prefer to have all the gizmos on one little doohickey. Might actually be really good for right here off the side. Tuck it in. but it is going to require a cap. Duplicate that, bring it over. Bobby, so if you scale it way big, only say on the X, will the texture be messed up? So currently, this one's scaled pretty big, right? It's a 0.76 and it's a 1.4. Because it's not a collision, this doesn't matter too much, but if we were to zero this out, that's what the original looks like. So it does stretch the texture. So if we go, oh, not rotate, grab the wrong button. Grab it. See, it stretches it. You know, so you can get away with a little bit, but not much. That doesn't. Just mainly wanted to blend it in a little bit over here. Kind of the same thing over here. I think I'm going to do another one on this side. By the time I get done placing all these, I'm going to be done playing around with foliage, that's for damn sure. I like making stuff. The tedious placing crap in giants gets to be a little much. Starting to look like a swamp thing there. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. Definitely got some more work to do though. Bring that up right about there, bend it down into there. And add some more of these. Tedious, tedious. Little clipping there. Some of it's controllable, some of it's not, so you can only worry about what you want to worry about. Now I kind of like this little thing I made right here, so I'll show you another groupings trick. I'll select all three of these that I have right here, and I'm actually going to hit G, and now it's all grouped, but then I can bring it together to the other side as one whole. And place it again without having to individually mess with each one of the models. Just a little trick to expedite your tedious crap like this. And why not? Let's do it over here too. Looks like I need another light on this side. It's a little dark over here. Not that one. It's the green. Everyone, where are you at? Where are you at? Hey, do you like it so far, Bobby? I think it'll be a neat, cool, little neat cell station. Fitting for the map. That's the goal. There's not a lot of stuff in this game that contributes to like an end of the world type of theme. Moving, it looks like it's growing. I mean, the whole i3D is definitely growing right now. growing in size. We're gonna take that top one. We're gonna start decoring up these a little bit now. Doing the side thingies. And then I gotta start figuring out where all the cell spots are gonna be at. Where the cell and also where the buy are, because I want this to be like a trading hub to where if you need fertilizer or whatnot, you can come here and get it too. I don't know if the sides are gonna look good or not. We're just kind of seeing if they do. Harvesting the tuna is so lucrative. Did you enjoy it though? I am going to be making some updates to that. That whole fishing thing has always just been a testing phase. It's kind of what my goal was, is what it looked like it crashed into the swamp. But back on the fishing, I'm adding more features to it. I just have to use my brain and create them, because obviously there's nothing in the game like that, so I have to manipulate other mechanics that the game offers to make it plausible. For me, we're gonna drag it back over here and just do one at the front too. The music just got tense. Whoa. This stuff. I'm not a big screamer. Sorry if you like that. It's makes me angry. We're gonna take that plant there, duplicate it. I want to get this plant stuff done. Go. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of easier modding because I might have taken a break by now and went and stretched and maybe made some more coffee. But it's kind of difficult for me to do that while you guys are watching, so it keeps me working longer. God damn it. You ever have problems trying to grab the gizmo? You just gotta move your camera a little bit and grab it from a different angle. And I like that, so we're gonna pull that over and do the same thing in the front. And I think we're gonna do some. Oh, I didn't. I messed up. I didn't duplicate that like I should have. So I actually removed it from the other side. I wasn't paying attention. Good enough. Do another one right here. Fit it to the body. See, in Blender, we could just do the what's called shrink wrap, and it would just attach itself right to the model. Kind of want to add a little bit more up here. Okay. I like it. Let's hit save. Let's pop back into Little Italy here and see if I can find any additional. Kind of cruise around, see if I can find any more foliage. This is a cool map. I gotta say, they have a lot of really cool textures in here. This is from FS 17. I recognize that model. Look at some of these other buildings around here, see if there's any foliage that I'm missing. Or if he just used the same 4 plants for the whole map, which I really hope he didn't. I hope there's some more in here. River. Is there a river on Little Italy? I don't think there's water here. This confuses me. Holy cow, I didn't realize Little Italy was so small. You're not even using most of the map. That's wild. You're just using a small section of it. I guess that's why they call it Little Italy. Oh, there is a... well, that's not really a river. It's more of a stream. That's a cool floodgate, though. Really cool floodgate. I like watching Tony because Tony will, when he actually does his map reviews, he goes through here and I'll see a model in there and I'm like, ooh, looky here. Put it in the snack pack for later, right? Definitely. I think that's going to be it for foliage. I was kind of hoping there'd be a couple more on here. This stuff bothers me though. The leaves are upside down. I don't know why. I grow a lot of plants hydroponically, so I'm kind of a snob. I think that's going to be it on this map. I don't see any more foliage that I need to own. What's this up here? This is just for looks. Yes, that is totally just for looks. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this map. Might as well close it. Don't save it. Okay. Now we need junk. We need lots of junk. Ooh, that was a hiccup. So, I think one of the best maps for junk is the stock maps. Stock maps have a ton of junk in it. So let's go to open up. Let's look at the US one first. Okay, while that's loading up, we'll keep playing with this a little bit. So some of the best ways to get props is just find the word props. Especially for what we're doing, it's just a bunch of random crap. So you just grab props like that, and we are going to just export selection. You don't want to do with files on this one. It doesn't really matter too much. Purple face, white eyes. So let's just import in all that junk. We just need junk. Serves zero purpose. That's all. And now, let's start putting this crap everywhere. Start doing her. Go. Are you leaving, Mom? I see you making all those faces. Any thoughts on ever creating a seaplane for the Waterworld? Seems like it would fit well in the map. Yes, I've been thinking about that. It's just a matter of finding it. I've been looking for a really good one because I don't know if you guys have seen the movie. I really hope you've watched the movie Waterworld. If you haven't, The map will make so much more sense if you do. Look at that. See it over there? Come on, Giants. Messing this up, man. So when you do import in props, you need to go through and select everything that's there and make sure this stuff is actually in front of you and not 50 million miles away. So the cartons are fab. Let's zero all that out. Carton box closed. If you don't do that, you might end up with one of these models being well outside of your view range, and then somebody like Truckin' will send you a message saying, hey, you know, you have these floating things in the air over here. I don't know if these are... Yeah, I gotta make collisions for this whole thing. Ugh, it's gonna be really tedious. Let's keep putting these props down here. I'm not sure where to put them all, but we're just gonna dump them wherever. Open box. Kind of a tilt on that one. There we go. And there's even a dumpster. Cage container now. Sweet. You're getting close. A gas bottle shelf. In case you need some propane. And I like that right there. Let's put it back up in here. Public trash can. Put a trash can right there. Cooling box. Like, I bet people would kill in the end times for ice. I was watching Back to the Future the other day, and the very last movie of that series, Dr. Grant? No, not Dr. Grant. That's Jurassic Park. I'm drawing a blank on what his name is. But anyways, he makes an ice machine. I thought that was funny. I didn't even think about that until I was like, yeah, they really wouldn't have ice back then, would they? Euro pallet old. Well, why you gotta be all rotated like that? Could probably do Euro pallets over here. Junk. Give it a little twisty. Oh, Bobby, you wrote me a essay here. Let me read it here. So now, will this be something you put in XML for your map, or do you bring it new i3D and place it in? Asking, trying to understand if having in XML versus map is better or worse performance. It's better to load stuff in. So this is actually going to be a store. So the best route to do it, because my shapes file is already big, it's huge. So the best way to do this would be make it a placeable that loads in when the game starts. Now, and that's a lot of it's due to the size of my map already. You know, if you're working with a small map, this 16x is starting to push the limits on what, you know, the amount of models I should have in it. Chair looks huge. I think the plane might be out of scale a little bit. I didn't have anything to reference it to. That was my biggest issue. Doc Brown. Yeah, Bobby T. Good job, brother. That's exactly Doc Brown. Garbage container. Where would we put a garbage container? Oh, if we're gonna have, it might be. And delete. I don't care about that one. Hydraulic bench press. Yeah. I love how Giants just puts random props everywhere. Like, these hydraulic bench presses are just all over the damn map. In places where they shouldn't belong. That was at the gas station. Why would a hydraulic bench press be at a gas station on the ground? It makes no sense to me. Why is it right there in the corner? What was somebody doing? It's very random. No thought put into it at all. Like, on a workbench, yeah, I totally get that. But what? Okay, back to what we were doing. Galvanized watering can. It is getting dark in here. We need to put a light inside of here. And then look at that. That watering can is damn near the same size as a trash can. Does that make sense? That's stock. Makes no sense to me. It's hard to have stuff in scale when everything on the map is out of scale. Gas. She's gonna sell lots and lots of gas, so. Kind of duplicated that a little bit here and there. I'd like to do that at the end. Car jack. That looks like a random piece of junk that. Broom. Yeah, I don't like brooms. They annoy me. Get with the times. You need a vacuum. And place that guy in there. Oil can visual. Kind of at the point where I could, let's see, let's duplicate this. I saw something pop up in chat. I just had to check it. Hold on, my eyeballs need to focus. Plastic shelf. Whatever. Right there. Okay. It's time. 3D model of a spruce goose. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, my friend, but yeah. We need more junk. We need lots more junk. Go get more junk. And all I gotta do is go to another building, because there'll be junk floating around everywhere. And how about here? Any junk on that? This usually could be under attachments as well. Now we don't want any of that. Security camera, nope. Here's an easier way to search for it. Put in props. Props. Animal trader. Let's go look and see what's over here. Probably a bunch of random props that don't belong. Ah, those cages are cool. A ton of those cages. Nothing really crazy. Props biomass generator. This one's actually pretty good. Let's take a peek at this one. Row workplaces. I want the wheelbarrow, the concrete parts, concrete block piles. I already got the pallets in there. Building sacks, I'll take those. Junk we got over here. Any junk over here? Grab pipes already? Any of those pipes? Yep, those pipes right there. Grab that bag. Building sack. Yeah, we already have one of those. Damn it. Okay. Works for me. Export selection. Gotta go to ruins again. And let's import her in to here. James, they are. Hey, man, I have not seen your name in a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. Giants Editor is completely different than Maya. Maya is a 3D modeling program. Giants is a game engine. Oh, there's a little bit of a difference there of what they actually do. Now you can go up in here and go to create primitives, and you can make some silly stuff and manipulate it and put some textures on there, but it's nothing like Maya. You can actually, with Maya, Maya's expensive. I don't know if you guys have ever looked up the price of Maya. I don't use it. I want to, but I just don't have the money for that. Check that out. $1,800 a year annually, or $235 a month. That's how much Maya is. That's crazy, huh? I use 3ds Max. I can only afford one of these every year. So 3ds Max is kind of like Maya, but not. And I pay... I know. I pay for this using Patreon memberships. So I actually bought last year. It expires in February for me, and because I bought it 3 years in a row, I get a discount. So it's like $1,400. But 1,400 divided by 12 months is, I pay $116 a month. Yeah, I wish I would have went to school for that. I went to school for chemistry, and I joined the military and didn't go much farther with it than that, besides making some bombs and chemical weapons and stuff, learning how all that stuff works. Like I said, I wish I would have went to school for that, but I didn't. Wow. Blocks are huge. Oh, it's because they're scaled up. Concrete brick pile. Building bags. Concrete parts. More concrete parts. Scaled up too. You're done with school in June. Hey, cool, man. You can make me some models. Make me some models and animate it. That's the cool thing about Maya, is you can make animations and assign them to a 3D model. That's what Giants does. All of their new vehicles and stuff like that. Triangle count? What are you talking about? We are sitting at a little under 300,000 triangles. But those are all different objects, so it's not throwing any errors, anything like that. It's just you can't get too many triangles on one individual model. And you can't have too big of an i3D file because it'll throw an error, but it's a lot, the limit's a lot bigger than you think for that. Alright, well, that is getting, we will look and see, we're gonna hit save. We're getting so close to importing in a few other things here. Let's hit save. Let's go back to our map, see if we can find anything else that looks junky. Oh, this place. Oh, this place. This is a great place. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Inside. Oh, Giants, you could do so much better. Okay, shopping cart parking. Shopping cart. I think we'll take one of those. Take the water dispenser. We'll take that. Take that one. Take a fan. And maybe an ice cream machine. Around here and see what other junk we can find. I know. None of Giant's buildings you can actually go inside. That really bums me. Hey, a collectible. Kind of, and they make great models. Frankly, I don't think Giants makes the models. I think they outsource it. That's just me. The toy store. Well, let's just export what we got right now. Gonna be so many props inside this plane. But she deals in junk. This trader is gonna deal in junk. Oh, one must find all the junk one can. Do a 90 on that, and then we're gonna lift up. Oh, this is another screen on. It's time to change the genre. Foods, crank up that BPM. Okay, water dispenser. Put water dispenser right there, and then we'll put the water bottle stand in there. And heat blower. What's up, Squiggles? Bobby T. I just want the waffle building from Silver Run. It's perfect otherwise. James next 3D. Right? I just want Giants to stop releasing cool new aspects of the game behind a paywall. They're really shooting themselves in the foot by doing that. I guarantee, you know, they said all those features were going to be public eventually. They're not gonna. They're not gonna until the new game comes out. And it's irrelevant. Heck yeah, she sells ice cream in here. That's what we're gonna be doing. Buy your candies. It'll be public for the game. Yeah, I know. It just irks me. That stuff should have been in game to the get-go. Putting it behind a paywall, they're not good at making what they make good. Everybody, a modder does it better. I hate to say it. And I'm not meaning me in general, but like, there's so many cool things that people have done. Oh, look at all this junk. Don't want any of the collectibles, but we will take the bag. Yeah, stupid. Don't even get me started with that. Look at that. We need rafts. What other crap you got in here? Take that machine. Any junk in here? Yum, yum. This is definitely not the grocery Y. It's a toy store, so they got lazy on that one. Raft. You didn't know these rafts were in here? I've ripped everything out of this map 100 times over for props and stuff like that. I kind of know where everything is. But yeah, we have rafts in here. I want to make those mods, and I probably will. I've stopped making mods for this go round. I want to add more stuff to the map, so I'm staying away from sorry, my brain, I was looking there. I'm staying away from making new boats and mods and stuff right now. I gotta finish up the map. I keep adding and adding and adding and thinking up all these features, and in the game development world they call this creature creep. No, damn it. Feature creep. That was a tongue tester for this guy. You're cool. And that is when you promise to do a whole bunch of stuff and you implement them in the game, but then you don't actually implement them in the game. You like halfway get them done. A lot of games do that. And I am not a game developer, but I kinda am doing the same stuff that a game developer would do. So in turn, I kinda am a developer. I don't know. That's a confusing route to take. Wow, that is super laggy. It must have something that selected that has a ton of stuff. Whatever. Do these lights have real lights on them? Ooh, they do. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna take those lights. All right, export. And go into here. I want to light this up in here right now because it is so dark. Let's add in some lights in here. Bobby, I'm building that mining underground map, so I'm in the little details like this after building too many 3Ds and making map heavy, thinking might have to do this with some props. Yeah, so the best way to, if you start getting too heavy, is to start making placeables. That's what Giants does with their map. If you cruise around on here, you know, they have some stuff in the map, but you'll go to, where's the house at? I'm really disoriented right now. Hold on. That's the store. Means the house should be over here. So this is actually the barn that has a ton of features in it, and this is the house, right? But they have them spawn in via the placeables XML, and just how they keep their map from shooting code errors like what we do. Is that ooh? Anything else? Nope. Hey, he just gave me an idea. I can't get too distracted here. We're gonna go back to that light really fast because the idea here was to have weather mask. We are going to get rid of that. Now it should be lit up in there a little bit, or not. Nope, gotta go to this one too. Visibility conditions 0. sometimes it doesn't change, and that really pisses me off. Okay, you want to keep playing with me. Want to keep playing this game here. We can. Spotlight. Are you working? Do I have to make you bigger? Look how weak that is. That's a weak light. Oh, we're gonna boost up this light to maybe a 20. And we're gonna make the cone angle a 80. Visibility condition, emissive. Okay, that's just so it stays lit in here. Because it's gonna be dark in the day and dark at night in here, so I might as well just add light to it all the time. Just add a couple of these in. I don't have any videos made. Now the sun I don't know too much about, to be frank with you. Map stuff I'm not the best at it. I just, like I tell everybody, I know enough to get in trouble. Now the lights are not too hard to they're not very difficult to figure out. We'll click on a light. I'll explain the light to you guys really quick. So most of the time when you're extracting them from, sorry, I got the cough. Oh, that sounded like death. When you're extracting them from the map, hey, what's up, MRT Bone? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I'm pretty sure everybody else is having a good day as well. What I was saying is when you're extracting these lights from the map, most of the time they have this visibility condition applied to the spotlight and real lights. So it'll only show, if you go up to visibility conditions, if we were to go to weather mask and put the 40 there, 40 means night. So at nighttime they will turn on. I like using those a lot more than using the in-game coding than to do it that way. And then for the actual attributes of the light, you have spot, point, directional. Most of the time when it has a light like this to where, you know, the light is pointing down, then that would be a spotlight. Now the range is how far it goes. So if we were to jack this up to 200, it doesn't really, you can't tell much in here, but 200 feet below it, it's lighting stuff up. When it comes to color, this is what kind of color it gets off right here. So if we were to remove this 0, I think it's supposed to change colors on us. It might not be updating for me. And then you have the cone angle. It can do a max of 180 degrees, or 179 is what the max I would set up. And that's cone angle. You know, it opens up the depth of it. So if I was to drop this down to 2, wait, which one am I clicking on? I was trying to show you guys the color on the wrong light. There we go. So that's a 10 cone angle, and what I have that up at 60. Then if we change that now, we can turn it green, stuff like that. The drop off is how far how far it'll go before it starts to like slowly fade out, like how headlights work. And you can have it cast a shadow map. This one's set up to not cast a shadow map. That's a little different. Probably should have caught that in the beginning. Oh, I have all this decor to place still. We're gonna finish doing this decor and then probably start working on the actual coding to make this a yes, it is casting outside, but now that we are here, I will show you how to fix that. I have this light selected. It's already open. That's the first one, so let's go to the second one here. What's up, cowboy? Still here, my friend, huh? So we're gonna go to light, and all these need to be checked for cast shadow map. You can't see till we get back here a little bit. Let me select each one of these, and we'll keep doing that. So 2 things have to be checked in order for this shadow map to show up. This box has to be checked. Got one more here. And then this guy right here, we're going to go to shape. These 2, cast and receive shadow map, that has to be checked. This guy in here, same thing, cast and receive shadow map. So if we wanted to stop it from shining on the ground right there, we would slowly limit out. Let's go to maybe the middle one is the one. Yeah. We would go up to the light up here and set this to maybe a 10. 8. But we also want to make sure we're not missing out on the light that we want up here. I set up 10. About 9. Be something along those lines right there. So it's not as bad. Change that one too. Okay. You know what? I have not talked to Winston in a hot minute. That guy is very busy with his life. I know he's still making mods, but me and him just kind of... He got sick, wasn't feeling very well, and he stopped making mods for a little while. And he used to run the Patreon with me. We'd pump them out, man. We were pumping them out that year during all of COVID or all that crap. Together we were really unstoppable. I enjoyed working with him a lot, but he started not feeling well, and I have deadlines with Patreon. I have stuff I have to get done. Hey, thanks for being here, Cowboy. Appreciate you, brother. I know it's probably time for you to start streaming here coming soon, I imagine. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 35 minutes. You guys are right. This is getting easier. Oh, that was a good stretch, baby. Oh. Oh, whew. It does get easier, this long streaming. Now, because I raised that up a little bit, we're going to want to adjust that light now so it shines down a little further. Probably do a 20 on that one. Okay, cool. Now, let's put all this junk we imported inside of it. If I can figure out where. Ice cream freezer. Okay, ice cream freezer was the last thing we put in. The rafts and everything are all over the place. Basketball stand. Why not, right? Why not have a basketball stand? It's junk. Junk raft. Rubber boat green. Instead of being on its side, we're going to flatten this out. And we'll put a purple one in here now. Flatten out that rotation as well. Arcade cabinet stand. Put it in here with all the rest of the junk. Maybe she wants to play some arcades. Rubber boat paddle. Of course, that's going to have to go. Kind of like that. Something kind of like that. The little details that count. I don't care about the second one. Garden sink. Now, you can use the little gizmos and gadgets, but if you want to be precise, you notice how I've highlighted there 89.75. Might as well just round that up to 90 so it's a perfectly doohickey. Put a random Lambo on back. What's up, little bit? Hey, what's up, Phoenix? Old silo elements. What's this? Whoa. Big. Got room for that over here? It's pretty big. No, I'm not talented. I just found patience. You can call me patient. Because sometimes you want to kill somebody. Trust me, I am going on 7 years kind of patient. 7 years of trying to figure this crap out. Hey, Phoenix, thanks for popping in. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate you. I do the same thing to all you guys too. I get going and then that's kind of clipping through the roof, but I really don't care. Can't see it. Junk. Salt bags. That is not salt. Why do you have it enabled salt? It's concrete. That's what that... I swear they were labeled as... Oh, maybe they are salt. There's salt on there. I was wrong. Container with pipes. Now I kind of like that one a little bit. Look at that angle. I kind of like that one a little bit better than the other one. PJ! How are you, my dear? Holy cow, okay. I think this thing is plenty well junked up. It is... I still need something that looks like you would get fuel out of it. We are getting there, though. I've had dreams about this. I think I might make like the front nose, maybe move some of this junk back into here and move more objects that are related to fuel. To the front and make the fuel buy in the front up here. I need a way for the bigger boats to get fuel, because right now they cannot fit inside the atoll, right, to get fuel. Kind of a pain in the butt, tricky process, so it might... This mod you're making has a post POL. Post POL. What is POL? What's up, Brady McGamon? Thank you guys on the old YouTube side. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, please remember to hit the old like button on the YouTube side. It tells the algorithm to tell you when I'm busy doing this. This mod you're making has a post-apoc. Yes, that's actually what the goal was here. You missed it earlier in the stream. Sorry, POL, post-apocalyptic. The idea here is to make a floating cell location out in the water for Waterworld. And I was doing some AI playing around with, I said, Waterworld plane floating, and it gave me something that kind of looked similar to this. So on stream today, found the model, painted it, made the inside of it. Still have to make collisions, which, you know what, we should probably hit save right now, collapse everything. And then I was just putting junk all around. So I gotta make collisions and I gotta make it look like this is where you would get fuel at. So 2 routes of doing that. I think I'm going to duplicate this pallet here, and I'm going to grab this gas canister, but I'm going to remove this dynamic collision that's on it. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And open up this Euro pallet, paste. And I'm going to paste this gas can inside of the pallet. It'll make it easier to do all this in a moment. And now this is actually, when I go to move the pallet, it'll move all these gas cans as well. That angled hair? It is. Okay, so now I have that pallet that's all one device. I can move these to the front up here. Did you make this in Blender and then move it over Giants, or did you make it in Giants Editor? Well, I'll answer that question right now. Alt H. Here's Blender. Did not make this, found this 3D model, but I did texture it. I opened up the doors and the back here because it did have an interior, but it was all one piece, so I had to go through and basically cut it all up, make it work. And then imported in here and added all the extra goodies and props and foliage and all that. Let's start making this look like you would get some fuel over here now. Just gonna tag up the rest of this with a bunch of pallets that have fuel on them. Okay, so I can do the fuel buy in the front now up here because it looks like fuel, right? And so let's hit save again, collapse everything. We're gonna go to primitives, just trying to learn how it all works. I want to start making mods someday. Well, my friend, I think you're in the right place. One thing I really struggle with a lot of people who make mods is they don't sit there and teach a whole lot. Like everything you see me doing right here, I would say 70% of it was just my own doing. And I'm not gonna make that inside of GE. You could go through and make all the collisions, right? So we got this box. We'll make one just to show you. But I'm not gonna make them in here. It's gonna be so much easier in Blender. You have these little doohickeys on the side that allow you to control the shape and size of it. So what you would do essentially is the part that you want to be a collision, you go like this and fit it if it was in your desire, right? If you were making a square thing, but there's so many weird angles in this, it's kind of hard. But from this point you would zero this stuff out right here, your scale, and you would go to rigid body, and now it would be a collision essentially. Yeah. Even people who kind of know what they're doing, it's hard to explain this stuff, you know. And I even feel like I fail a lot on, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I just am a scratcher, that's what I would call it. So I don't want to make the collisions in here. We're actually going to do it in Blender. So what we will do, since this is way easier to do it in Blender, is I'm going to move my cursor, get out of there, cursor to selected, and then I'm going to add a mesh. You know what, I might be able to actually sneak by, but I don't want to be lazy. I could be lazy. A lot of textures to make, or a lot of collisions. Nah, let's just make it. Change our screen here so it's a little easier to look at. So let's go through and start making a collision. Basically, you're going to make this box. You want to go as simple as possible when you're making collisions, right? As simple as you can get away with. Up the front. Don't need a lot of headroom in this, right? So from here, right where the body turns, I'm going to add in a couple of cuts here. That way when I... Hey guys, while I'm on break, I didn't mean to send you guys there. My hotkeys to change my screen, same hotkeys for Blender, so I have to be careful with that one. Stretch that bad boy out. Not a huge fan of this. Okay, now I'm gonna throw in a line here. Bring it over. That there, and I'm gonna throw in another. Oh, wrong one. Throw in another one. Right about there. Hey guys, while I'm on break, I figured I'd show you this cool little thing. I have a bridge layer tank. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. All you gotta do is go on over to my Patreon. Pretty easy here. It's actually public. You can join if you want. If you want to support, you know what to do. But what you'll do right here is you'll put in bridge layer. And with this search bar, it should bring up this bridge layer tank. And we'll load this up really quick. And I got a little tutorial video. Some of the features, we'll zoom in so you can read it while on this little itty bitty screen. Fix broken links. I update stuff. It spawns with the bridge attached. The bridge is purchasable as well. Mapped keys, you can attach the bridges together as well. So we're actually going to load this up a game and check her out. Oh, just a quick little note here. I have a download bot prevention, so hopefully you can do some math. 5 plus 8 to the math. Okay. When you first load it up in here, it should be up at the top. It's AVLB bridge layer. Easy to find, I feel, unless you got a ton of mods, but you never know. It's got its own cool little category. Find underneath military vehicles. And here's the, definitely probably make a new store icon for that now that I know how to do it. But it's relatively cheap to play with. And then you got the bridge loaded up here. And it comes attached already. And I kind of dumbified some stuff for you guys just so you know where to attach. Yeah, well, let's buy the dang thing. Ding, ding. So we got our bot. I don't even know how loud it is. You got your control menu open up here. And you can see, I wonder if I have this mapped to my joystick or not. Let's see here. Oh, I do, cool. I guess we could drive out from behind the tree. Got some beacons and stuff on there as well. I don't know what all it's mapped to. So that's forward and back, left and right. You're gonna have to go through and do your own mappings. I don't even know if I have it all. There we go, that's the one I wanted. Need to figure out what that one is or remap it, but you would, oh, we're gonna land it right on top of that car. Just like that. Didn't I? I wish somebody would have told me on the screen. Sorry guys, sorry. Hope you're still there. The stupid fast links. Stupid links. I'm using my hotkeys in Blender and they're changing my scene selector in OBS. Sorry. Sorry, you probably didn't even hear me say hello. I gotta change my hotkeys for OBS. I don't like that. We're gonna cut that. I did it again. Damn it. Sorry, I need to stop doing those hotkeys. Or fix the hotkeys so it doesn't do that. selecting these faces now so I can make a new face. I'm gonna take it. This thing's starting to get annoying. I'm gonna go up here and a little trick. If you can't see what you're doing, go to textured here and make wireframe. Now we can see what the hell we're doing. So that whole thing, I think I'm just gonna make a new texture or a new collision. Combine these faces, pull it down, and let's pony it up with the nose a little bit. Like that edge, select that edge, scale out just a hair. I don't know if I want to put collisions on the back. Some of these boats might be a little tricky. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to put collisions up there or not. I probably should. Hey guys. Ta-da! Man, I promise next stream I'm going to change that hotkey. It's super bugging me. Extrude that up. And let's go here. Press extrude and then scale on the axis. It looks ugly, I know. Come on, select the right one. Damn you. There we go. Scale inward. Said it doesn't have to be perfect because this is just a static. But now that I have everything for the most part done up, we're going to separate these two that I made since they're completely different now. And highlight them both. Oh, separate that one too. Selection. Set the geometry, and set the geometry. That's good enough. That's just enough to get in trouble with, so. Go to giants, go to attributes. I want this to be a static. I want it to be collision. And I want it to be non-renderable right there. And plus apply, exporter. Hit save on this guy. And we're going to export that out. Export cell points. Export selected. Let's import it into here now. That was the wrong one. What the hell did I save that at? Oh, it's under here. Okay, good. So we got the collisions in here now. They're a little offset because I moved it, so let's group them. Pull it back until it fits. The hair. That'll be good enough. Okay, there's a couple collisions. Now let's just make a simple one for the engine without having to go into Blender. Stretch, make it wider, make it taller. Let's fit it to this engine. You guys having a good time? I feel like this would be super boring to watch me do all this crap. I don't know how long I would be watching. I've been like, ah, well, good job, Lambo. See you later. Have a good one there, buddy. Okay. Now, making a collision in GE's really simple. We're just going to click rigid body, and then we're going to go to shape and click non-renderable. And now that is in there. I'm going to put it in this group, though, and I'm probably going to have to move it because I moved that whole transform group to fit. But at least then we can... Don't save in your data folder like I do for some reason, had done more than once. Yep. If you do that, you have to completely reinstall the game again. If there is a dink up, if there is an error in Giants Editor, I've probably encountered it. Being the guy that does a ton of just random crap to see if it works, tried it. I probably have tried it. Very rarely do I find something that I haven't encountered. I did recently, some weird Lua errors. But yeah, I don't have the same frustrations as I did years ago. I usually know how to foreshadow. And I mean, I used to get excited when I could put a mod in game without having any errors initially. Now it's kind of my standards. If I don't, and a lot of times it'll be something stupid, something silly. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I imported in like 30 more lights. It's stinking with me. It's funny, you remove lights and it adds more light. We got collisions, check. Jan's boat stop. That there, we'll give it a little name called coal, and we will take these lights and group them up as well. Call those lights. I hate it when I bump my caps lock, but sometimes I get too lazy to fix it. Okay. I think that is going to be everything for this guy. It took me 3 hours to do this. And it's not even a mod yet. It's just a random weird idea. Looks cool though. Give my hand a little stretch. Oh, I'm gonna have arthritis so bad when I'm older. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Bruh.
Okay, now the next phase of this little operation here is after I double check, make sure I hit save, I want to open it up in the i3D text editor. Let's make sure all these textures are inside of the i3D file. Data, check. Edo Waterworld textures, scrap walls. How did I use scrap walls? I imported in scrap walls somehow. Okay, but other than that, it's good. Ruins, plains. I don't know if it needs to be a binary saved or not. Nope, it looks okay. Integers. So many user attributes. Okay, that's good. So next up, let's remove all these lights. Hit save here, and Jan's boat shop needs some signs. Need some signage. I think a sign across the back right here would be cool. Now that we have that, we're just gonna hide some of this crap. I'm gonna go back to this guy, remove the wireframe from it. We're gonna go textured, and I'm gonna select this guy. Something along these lines, right in the center. Put my cursor right there, and then we're going to import in a mesh. And we're going to apply a mirror modifier. Highlight it all, drag it to the left so it duplicates it. So whatever we do on one side will reflect on the other. Make this super small, then we're going to scale up. And I'm actually going to duplicate that one more time. Go to the very somewhat center of it. I'm going to separate by selection. I'm going to remove that low budget PC builder. Sorry I missed it, buddy. Welcome to the chat. Ooh, that was a fungus gnat. It's a problem with having a bunch of plants in your room. Fungus gnats, hard to get rid of. Gotcha. Ew, it's on my hand. Gross. Oh, I'm dumb. I've removed the modifier from the wrong one. I need to remove the modifier from this one. So, actually gonna go to the geometry and then move selection to cursor so it's directly in the center. Scale a little bit. And then make a backboard for the sign. Okay. Cursor to, oh, wrong button. We are gonna go cursor to selected again. And let's import in some text. We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees. Take it to the other side. We're gonna put in Jans. Here, we're gonna go and we're gonna extrude it out. Usually I like to do about a 0.3. Oh, that's gonna be too much, huh? Maybe a 0.2? No, maybe. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. Then duplicate it. Erase what I wrote. Jan's boat stop. I'm gonna do all caps. I'm just gonna get the text down there and then we'll situate what I want to do. Shift D. Yes, Shift D is what duplicates it. Sometimes I mix up my doohickeys, my shortcut keys. Jan's boat stop. Instead of doing that, do I have the map still open? Let's see here. Stop. Stop sign. Is there? There's got to be a stop sign in this game. Concrete wheel stopper. That thing. Nope. Didn't want to do that. Concrete wheel stopper. Decal stop. Traffic signs. That's what I want. Cool. End of the world, right? So they're not going to have a whole bunch of signs, but they will have old signs. Red decal. That's what I wanted. Okay. We're going to use that. We're going to use that, but so I'm not going to put in boat stop in there. We're going to put that big stop sign like right there. Jan's boat stop. Make sure that's even. Be a little bigger. See if there's any other fonts that I like that we could be using. Hey Challenger, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Jan's boat stop. Let's add this to the back of it. Ooh, pizza sounds nice. Not even gonna lie. UDMI. So let's make some materials here. UDMI. I can see it a little bit better. Okay, time to turn these into images. Pull these out. Now, I'm not going to go in and do some major painting on this. I just don't feel like opening up Substance Painter again. So I am going to pull off that face because we're going to have it lit up. And then we're going to select this one as well. Nope. Dude, do not rub it in. Do not rub it in. That was mean. That was mean and cruel. I'm telling your mom. I'm gonna delete your messages. Oh, you're lucky I can't delete it. I don't want to read that right now. It's making me so damn hungry. That was rude. I love you with all my heart, Challenger, but that was just mean. Straight up mean. So let's go whatever color. I just need these random colors. Doesn't really matter what they are. Add those two together. Dude, I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna do a temporary ban if you keep rubbing. We don't have DoorDash where I'm at. I live in the middle of freaking nowhere. Same thing with this one. We're gonna apply this to a UDMI, not US UDMI. I'm gonna bring these two together. This is just like poor man. I'm not doing anything stupid crazy here. I just want to make a easy sign. Guys, you guys, stop talking about food in chat. I'm gonna stop reading your messages soon. You want me to end the stream? And it's not because I'm angry. It's because I'm hungry. I don't even. The nearest Pizza Hut to my house is an hour and a half away. Pizza Miles. Nope. No Domino's. No Pizza Hut. Nothing. Okay? All I have is the ability to tell you to shut up about it. I live in a boatyard, man. We do not have that kind of stuff. I live on a fishing port. Now, fish. Man, I got halibut, I got crab, I got everything you can think of in my freezer, but not that. So I have this UDMI unwrapped, just the back. I want to... I'm gonna open up this. We're gonna go to Material Selector. We're just gonna use stock and Game Giants texture stuff. I'm not too stressed about specular maps and normal maps and stuff. If I wanted to be really thorough, yes, but there's some stuff that I just need to skip out on the texture so it doesn't get really big. Salmon is good. It's out of season right now, but okay, so I'm gonna move that up to black. So now that's black. This guy, I'm gonna hit inset. Oh, before I do that, I need to apply rotation and scale so that inset actually works properly. Give it a little bit of a lip. Make sure it's not behind the text. Okay, check. Now I'm going to select everything, UV unwrap it, select this face, and what do we want that back to be? I'm just going to choose color. That way we can pick and choose our other battles. Click I on that one, and we're going to click color a 1 on that one. These guys, we're going to apply the mirror modifier outside of there. And unwrap those as well. And we're going to make those painted metal black. I'll tell you what, I'll ship you some frozen... No, we do have those, okay? We have plenty of frozen food out here. Just none of that. Okay, so that's all UV unwrapped and UDMI'd. I'll take that face, put it there. UDMI, check. And let's apply the edge split modifier. these are two different materials as well, so I'm gonna make this a child of this. Then I'm gonna select this, apply edge split as well to this. Jan's boat stop, okay. Go to attributes. We do not care if it's a collision. You guys shouldn't be up on the roof of this thing, even though some of you will find your way up there, I know it. Apply selected. And we're going to export out. Guess I shouldn't have removed all those lights, huh? If I can duplicate it at all. Get a little brighter in here. I hate working in the dark. Okay, now that we got that, now is the time we want this sign. So let's export that out. Gonna paste that in there. I would actually prefer, let's see, where's this body at? We're gonna reorient that a little bit, move it down to there, then we're gonna go freeze transformations, translate, click apply, and now I can manipulate it a little easier. That's how you recenter that without having to tinker around with it. Now, need to make this big. 3 sounds good. Nope. 2. How's 2 look? It looks okay. Jan's post up. Okay, let's apply some gloss maps to this guy. We're just gonna go with generic. I'm gonna go with the window mask. It has a little bit of dirt on it. And then we need to make sure we don't want this to be a rigid body, so no collision. Can freeze transformations on the words there. Hit save because you never know. See, I tell you what, work was even nice though to provide us with Christmas lunch. That's cool. I wish my work provided me with Christmas lunch. I mean, I guess I could provide myself with Christmas lunch. Okay, from here, let's go to apply the UV stuff, and we're gonna go to color mask. So now we're gonna get this ugly looking kind of thing. But it won't be very ugly for very long. So from here, we can go 9, 9.9. We're gonna go hardcore on that one. I don't like that first one, needs to be darker, maybe a 0.1. More of a gray. Tell you what, buddy, DM your address in Discord, I'll send you a little something for Christmas. As long as it's not illegal. I don't need the ATF coming at my doorstep saying that I ordered something illegal from... you're going to want to apply a normal map to this as well. So you can actually get the details that Giants gives us with these two things. You're going to get that tangent error, that's fine. Go to here, click on the tangent. Error's gone now. Now we can play around a little bit with what this backboard looks like. Different materials. If you guys didn't know about it, there is a website right here. In this website, assets.mantrid.net, you can actually see what all these numbers mean. So if we were to put in O2 into here, under color 01, so we just put in 2. That's actually Chrome. It doesn't look chrome, but when you load it up in the game, it'll be chrome. Like if we were to go 1, 2, 3, more of a chrome, right? But we can use that to look and see. There's shiny car paint, rough metal painted. See what all these numbers mean. I kind of like that, 36. There's fabric, there's rubber pattern. What's the rubber pattern look like? Yeah, not so much on that one. What did we look at? 36. Go 36. A little too bright. 1.1.1. Needs more dirt. Okay, now we got that. Let's make this glow now. So I got material 1 and 2. Either way, we need to apply what's called a glow shader. This is a easy way to make stuff light up in the dock. I do believe you need a gloss map on it, maybe. Let's go default texture. Yep, that's all we needed. I need to make sure this is a tangent as well. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other material now. It's our other sign. Same thing. We're going to just apply a generic map. Good. Now we can play with the color a little bit here. It's going to reflect what other... Did I put that material 1? Because I didn't assign the glow shader to that one as well. We're going to put that in here. Okay. You don't want to go too bright with this stuff. I swear. All black. Kind of want Jan's to be red. That needs to be a deeper red. Okay, and then I want not glowing how I want it. Why aren't you glowing? Glow shader. Should just work without that. Working. Go to that other material, play around with that one. Oh, because I was playing with the wrong one. Duh. I had the right one up. I don't like that ugly puke green. Jan's boat stop, so maybe like a 0.6, 0.4, 0. Go a little deeper colored, 0.2, 0.2. Tangent. I thought she'd be glowing brighter. If we were to move these lights, visibility. Not really glowing. Why aren't you freaking glowing? Is it because I attached another material to you? Is that why you're being weird? I think it is. That's fine. That's fine. Be difficult. I have solutions for you. Same damn thing again, but this time it should work better. I guess that doesn't work very well when you attach materials like that. So I'll go to gloss map again. Ugh, tedious crap. Tedious. Doing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Drives a man insane. We're gonna get that tangent error. Shape check. Probably scale it out. Okay, so we got a little bit of glow now. That's what I wanted. That's what it was. Doesn't like to light up the other stuff. Same ordeal. Attach a shader to, or not a shader, a specular. Should start to glow. Probably get that tangent error again because I didn't click tangent on it. Yep. Tangent, check. Transform 1000. Okay, point. 2, 0, 0. Not bright enough for me though. Why aren't you very bright? You should be brighter than this. You're kind of bright. My trick not work anymore? Is that what's going on with this damn thing? You should be lighting your way up to freedom. Did I do something wrong? Oh, I know exactly what I did wrong. They aren't UV unwrapped. Duh. So they're not going to shine unless they're UV unwrapped. Damn it, so I gotta do all that again. It may be embarrassing, but not illegal. Well, I guess that's a start. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Oh, might be some time for some more coffee. I know it's late in the day, but man, I'm getting running low. There we go. It's UV unwrapping, so it has to be on UV unwrapped in order to glow like that. Now they're legit glowing. To zero this stuff out. I guess you didn't have to have a gloss map installed to do it, but you know what we should do? Do the tangents. I gotta scale all this crap out again. Then 0.6.40. That up to, what's a 10 look like? There we go. Jan's boat stop. Traffic signs diffused. I want to make that stop sign glow as well, so in the middle of the night you can see it. I'm gonna find it here. Name it traffic sign decals, so it'd be under the T's. Neon plastic silo, ST. Oh, remember elementary, Lambo. Remember elementary. Traffic sign. Traffic drum, traffic sign. Oh, just pass it. Right there. We're gonna apply that as a emissive map. That way it has a glow at nighttime. Holy cow, that was kind of painful. Not gonna lie. Whew, making a stupid sign. Oh, that stretch is so good. Oh, this is taking a long time to make a stupid sell point. And I'm gonna duplicate it. Flip it around 180 degrees, find a little home for it on this side. I don't know if I want to keep this right here. No, I think I'm going to make another sign that says fuel and put it up there. So let's delete that one. What I want to do now is throw it in my map before we make it an actual mod and go walk around, check it out and everything like that. That way I don't get too deep in there just to realize that it doesn't work that well. So let's throw it. We're going to close the map for the stock in game 1. We're going to open this one back up and we can actually delete the one we were working on and import in our new one. Ruins Plain. Where we want to put it. Let's put it over here. That way I can spawn in and check it out really fast. Put it right here. Kind of hard to see it if it's above the water or not. Okay, this is going to take a second. It's a big map. Gotta save it. Hey, thanks for popping in a little bit. I appreciate you guys. I'm getting ready. I mean, we're approaching 4 hours here soon. I don't think I'm actually get time to make this into do the coding and stuff before. You guys are talking about pizza and crap, man. You guys got me starving now. So I think I'm going to load it up in game here, walk around a little bit, see if I place something weird, make sure the collision works fine. Did I make that a collision? I did, didn't I? Oh. Body static, rigid body static, rigid body static, 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 static. Okay, I did. That's all saved. Let's load up the game now. I think I got... Oh, nope. That was the wrong button. I did not want to sleep it. Farm sim, startup. Alright, here we go. Wish us luck. Wish us luck that no errors occur. Which it shouldn't. There isn't any coding that can go wrong, and I didn't see any cooking errors in here, so. Oh, this crap, it pops up. Unable to change display modes. That's fine. Armor and select the Waterworld. Put our easy dev on. Let's go look at it now. Oh yeah. This is a good beat. I'm starving. Damn you, Challenger. I mean, it is 5 o'clock. I don't think I ate lunch, and I didn't eat breakfast, so yeah, I guess I have every right to be really hungry. Loading, loading, loading. Come on, baby.
Dry land is not just our destination, it is our destiny!
That's right. It is our destiny. We are here. And let's hope it works. Hey, look, there she is. Our long journey.
Dry land is not a myth! I've seen it! Kevin Costner, Waterworld.
Yeah, I found some sound bites. Look at that. That is going to be a great new cell station. Look at that. Ah! Jan's boat stop. Oh, no collision on the dock. That's fine. That's an easy square. Ah, let me up there. Is there collision in here? Nice. I had to move that collision up just a little bit. Junk. Love it. Come on. What the hell? Let me out. Okay. You want to play around? You want to play around? Somewhere in this world of code where our, not player no clip, player flight. Oh, I just had it. Player flight mode, J, and here we go. I think this is going to be a killer location for selling. Yeah, I do have that installed. I didn't even think about it. I'm so used to just using the code from in-game. I mean, you can do whatever. If you know the codes for in-game, then whatever. I'd say that's unique as all as hell for Farm Sim. Look at that. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. That's what I envisioned. Something close to that. I think that is this is gonna go out in the middle of the ocean. That way there's a sell / pickup location out there. Do the cells in here. I feel like it might need some more plants. I might have to spend some off-screen time just looking for some stuff. I thought it's actually pretty big. I didn't know if it was going to be big enough. I like it. Kind of cruising around right now, seeing if there's anything. Like I said, if I was making this into a real mod, we would not even be this far. You know, we'd still be designing textures and all that kind of stuff. Probably barely just making it into GE. Just to get something moddable that I like to, you know, that looks good. The model is great. I love this gutted inside. I mean, it just looks old. The only thing out of place in here is all the props. Props don't look old, except for that water can bucket. But that just baffled me. Look how tiny that trash can is, and look how big that water pail is. That's giants. All day long, that's giants. So, I think off-screen I'm going to need to put on a couple collisions on the rafts, because I doubt these guys have them. Yeah, that one missing collision on the raft. But the junk is there. That was the main goal. Jan's Boat Stop. New sell location for Waterworld, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes my monster truck announcer voice. This is now the end of the stream. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't hit that like button, please smack it on your way out. And don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're on the Twitch or you're on the YouTube side. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the banter and chat and the talks and the ideas. Can we walk on the roof? Ugh, let me up. Let me up. Oh, let me up. Where's the key to go up? Oh. There are collisions look like. Yeah, there's collisions up there. Yeah, you see what I meant where when we were working on the collisions, didn't really need to get too in depth with it. Like, it really don't matter. Obviously, don't take the boat and smack into the wing because you'll run into a collision, but generic. Long as I could walk around inside of there, and I'm happy. Cool. On that note, guys, it is time for me to go eat some food. Turn off my light. Jan's boat dock. Did we? That's bare. I mean, ain't nobody gonna notice that, but I notice it. It's not touching. Just barely. Whatever. Not stressing. This is why I'm not a pro. See, I would have caught that if I was a pro. It makes me want to make more. I'll probably make more like this. That's the foliage hanging off of it just does it for me. That's cool. And while we're at it, let's actually go take a peek at the other one. We are going to turn on the dev controls right now so I don't have to run all the way over there. I got 2 models I put in here. Is it? Let's go look at this one really fast. Yeah. Random plane crash next to the mine. There should be another one over here. Just takes a little bit to make all these. Texturing. Gotta find the model or make it, whatever. Texture it. I got one more over here. I want to add a bunch of these in there. I gotta work on that next. The hatchery for the fishing. Not today though, because Challenger made me hungry as a dog. Starving. My belly's growling now. So there should be a boat right there. I wanted to see if the collisions worked on it. Yeah, they did work. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of rusty, old looking stuff like that just kind of floating around. Add some more depth and detail to the map. That's what the map I feel needs, is more old, ruined, messed up stuff. So yeah, I'm super happy with that. Whoa. I mean, shoot, that could have been implaceable for all we know. Alright, that's the project for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one. I am out of here.
You're brilliant. You're handsome. You're rich.
That's what I think of you. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next time.